All right, I'm redoing a bathroom and I'm focusing on making sure that the mold potential is reduced greatly. And so showers are notoriously bad for leaks and for failure. So shower pans come in all different sizes and shapes and materials. This one is a concrete curb and floor, and I've got it sloped down to a linear drain. And you can see that they got the membrane, the shower liner up the sides. There's no cuts in the corners. It's just folded over. Same with the seam across the inside of the curb. It's all basically like a tub. And so you can see I've got a triangle there. I'm going to put a corner seat over here. I'm really focused on the reduction of the moisture traveling between and in between the walls and in that stud space. So you see I've got red guard behind that shelf I'm putting in. That's going to be a giant stainless niche. And then you can see I put insulation. This is closed cell insulation, styrofoam basically. And it's basically the idea is to prevent the difference in temperature between the inside of the shower and the bathroom and the other walls, either outside over there when the sun hits that wall, or the pantry or the hall, because when there's a difference in temperature, there's condensation and it will draw moisture into that wall or you know, one way or another. And so what we want to do is try to avoid that. So keeping the temperature inside the shower and inside the walls the same or nearly the same is really important, and this will help reflect the heat and keep the heat in the shower and not spill over. So what I've got going on here is a shower panel setup. So I've got the hot and the cold here. I'm going to mount the shower panel here, and that's going to reduce any holes you'll see normally out the side or the ceiling for the fixtures. And the tub spout is going to be on the bottom of that shower panel, so there's one less hole in the wall. So basically I'll have it all tiled and you'll only see, you know, those two spots there around the copper piping where there's anything coming through the wall. So that's going to cut down on the possibility of mold. So I'm going to put a Denshield backer up here, just 1/2 inch, which is also made as a tiling surface. It can be tiled directly to. And after that, I'm going to put some large tiles in horizontally. And that's pretty much the plan. We'll update later when we get to that point and show you our progress. Another important thing to remember when you're putting in a shower that you're trying to keep the moisture out of the bathroom to prevent mold is to get a fan in. There's no fan in the ceiling in this bathroom, so that's also good for airflow when you've got other reasons for needing a fan. So I tore out the ceiling in this bathroom, and the drywall is 40 years old. It wasn't bad, but I needed to get a ceiling fan in here. I've got all this work done in the shower to try to mitigate mold. It's kind of pointless if I don't have a ceiling fan. So I've got it kind of set up here so you can see. It's like an Aero Pure, good quality fan, really quiet. Next up, I pulled down all the sheetrock off the ceiling. It's 40 years old. Want her to replace it, get new texture on it. That old texture, it's hard to match. And while I've got the ceiling down, it's a perfect time to get the ceiling fan installed because there was no ceiling fan. And I'll show you what I used over there to exit the soffit. Normally, I've got these 2-inch holes on the outside of each section. And so what I did was I cut the 10 by 3 1/4 hole in between those 2-inch holes, and I inserted one of these exhaust fans. It's for side exit of the It's a side exit out the wall of a house for a microwave or a stove or something. And it's baffled. So I actually got a better quality one up there. That was a second I bought just in case the first one didn't work out. And then I put the adapter on to switch from 10 3/4 to a 4-inch circular, so I could tie into the ducting and then tie the ducting back over to the fan. So the one I put in there is not aluminum, it's actually steel, and I've already got it plumbed out. I cut the hole and got it all sealed up outside, screwed in and sealed. And then you see the adapter here. And then I've got a backdraft damper that I'm putting in. See that guy right there? So that the dust and dirt and wind, if you're in a cold place, obviously you'd want to keep that down too. So that keeps basically the fan, motor, and ceiling and ducting clean. So I'm kind of going basically a ton overboard here because the fan itself has a backdraft baffle. I put that inline one in, and then on the outside of the house there is a one here with a door on it. So that's 3 doors basically, and it's a 90 cubic foot fan, I believe. And normally if it was a long stretch of hose, it probably would not open up all those at once. It'd probably not work this way, but since I've only got a 1.5 foot section, it should push all 3 open. And the reason I did this is because we have a lot of silt and sand and dirt in the area and a lot of wind that comes in on this side. So I wanted to make sure that the bath shower did not fill with sand and silt or cool air while you're in here. Or I just wanted to make sure I didn't get any backdraft sand and cool air coming into the bathroom. So it's a little bit of an overkill, but all the doors open easy, and so it's not going to be an issue. If you have a door that's hard to open on any of those 3 points, it's not really going to work out. So later I'll get the shower niche in, and I'll get the vapor barrier in, and I'll get the backer board in, and then we'll get moving. And then back just a hair.
There's a bench. Alright, so here is the shower. We tiled along here right near the toilet. And sorry about the mess here, but we actually added epoxy to the floor. Kind of different. You would imagine epoxy in a garage, but we did a special different kind of flake. It looks pretty nice. I think it matches well. So this is the shower. I didn't clean it up too much beforehand, but it also has a pulse shower. Hey, no! It also has a pulse shower head panel. This one's a little bit different. There's no mirror, and there's a little place to place your soap. Vertical tiles make the room seem taller. So if you would like it, so if you have short ceilings and you want the room to look taller, that's what it goes for. I really like the vertical look because I feel like it seems more modern looking. You can see it over here, pretty neat. And my husband, he added the seat, and there's a drain. So what we did was we did the vertical up and down tiles, and then we have little tiles and they're going horizontally. It just looked better once we were deciding what we wanted to do. And then we did the linear drain, which is really cool. Here we have the shower niche. The paper's still in it. We barely finished this. So we'll use the shower soon. And my husband just installed the glass door, which is really cool. Slides really easily. Well, I hope you like our remodel, and please remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day.